On a distant island lived a wealthy man who loved hunting. Every day he passed through the land of a poor basket maker where tall reeds grew. "I cannot give it away." The uneven ground and sharp reeds irritated the rich man, and one day he angrily ordered, "Give me this land." The poor man replied humbly, "This land is my only source of livelihood." Blinded by pride, the rich man beat him and burned his entire field to ashes. Crying and helpless, the poor man went to the king and shared everything. The king summoned the wealthy man. Arrogantly he said, "Yes, I punished him because he refused my command." The king's face hardened. "You have wronged an innocent man out of false pride. You forget that your own ancestors were once poor. This man is better than you, for he earns with skill and effort." Then the king gave a surprising order: strip both of them and leave them. For 1 week on an uninhabited island, both men were dropped on an island ruled by wild tribes. The moment the tribesmen saw them, they tried to attack. But the basket maker quickly signaled with his hands, offering peace. He gathered reeds, wove a beautiful hat, and placed it on one tribesman's head. Amazed, the tribesmen loved it. Every day they came to him asking for more hats. Meanwhile, the wealthy man suffered terribly. He had no skill to offer. The tribesmen beat him constantly, leaving him bruised and weak. The basket maker convinced the tribesman that the rich man was his helper. Desperate for life, he begged the basket maker, "Save me from these people, and when we return home, I will give you half of my wealth." From that day, they fed him and stopped harming him. After a week, the king's ship returned and brought them back. The once proud man stood trembling like a leaf. The king listened to the story and said, "Now you have seen the truth. Wealth is fragile. Pride destroys a man. Real wealth is skill, effort, and the ability to create, not gold and property." He then ordered, "Fulfill your promise. Give half your wealth to the basket maker." And so the wealthy man handed over half his estate. The humble basket maker, through patience and skill, finally received the sweet reward of his perseverance. There once lived a wealthy man who had an only son. The boy grew up under his mother's overwhelming love and protection. She never allowed him to work, never let him struggle, and never taught him responsibility. As a result, he grew into a young man with no skills, no experience, and no sense of effort. His days were spent wandering the streets, wasting money and playing aimlessly. One morning, his father called him and spoke with calm seriousness. "My son, you are grown now. It is time to trust yourself and learn to earn with your own sweat. Leave for the city today and do not return until you earn 1 gold coin for me." The boy protested. "But I don't know how to do any work." His father replied gently, "Then today is the day to learn." The boy reluctantly left, but his mother, who had heard everything secretly, pressed a gold coin into his hand and whispered, "Give this to your father and say you earned it." The boy happily returned in the evening and handed the coin to his father. The father looked at the coin for a while, then calmly threw it into the fire. He said softly, "This is not your effort. Try again." The boy felt nothing. He did not protest. The next day, the mother did the same. She gave him another coin and told him to delay his return. He came back days later. The father again threw the coin into the flames. Still, the boy felt nothing. On the third attempt, before his mother woke up, the boy quietly left home. He traveled to the city, found a small job, worked hard under the sun, and earned his first real wage. A month later he returned, tired, sunburned, but smiling with pride. He held the gold coin tightly in his fist and stood before his father. "Father," he said with emotion, "I swear this is my own hard-earned coin. It took real pain and real effort to earn it." The father examined the coin. Then, just as before, he brought his hand toward the fire. But this time, the boy grabbed his father's hand in fear. "No, father, please don't throw it. I worked so hard for this. My sweat, my struggle, my time. Please don't waste it." A gentle smile spread across the father's face. He embraced his son and said, "Now you have truly become a... This is real effort, because your heart would not allow it to be wasted. The earlier coins meant nothing to you because they were not earned by your own hands." Moral of the story: money earned without effort is easily wasted. Money earned through hard work is valued, protected, and never thrown away. True character is built through effort, struggle, and responsibility.